She says, what's the ruling on celebrating Valentine's Day? And we could go on talking about the history of Valentine's Day and its origin as a pagan festival, then turned into a Christian festival. And it's sufficient for us as Muslims to know that it has nothing to do with Islam. And it's called Saint Valentine's Day. So it's even not related to Islam, it's related to other religions. But I will not go to that. Celebrating Valentine's Day, whether by giving gifts or receiving them or selling red roses or wearing red clothes or sending postcards, all of this is totally prohibited in Islam. The Prophet said, alayhi salatu salam, whoever imitates a people, he is considered to be among them, with them, from them. And this is very scary because it shows that if you imitate these people, then there's a possibility that you will be with them on the Day of Judgment and part of them. So this is totally prohibited to celebrate by any form or mean. The problem is not here. The problem is that there are two types of people who celebrate Valentine's Day. Those who are living among the kafir, in kafir countries, in non-Muslim countries. And these people, I feel sorry for them because they have what is called as peer pressure. So everyone around them is exchanging cards. And we know that the rate of divorce in these countries booms rocket high. On the 14th of February, on Valentine's Day, and this is backed by statistics, they say that the divorce rate increases. Why is that? Because so much infidelity, so much cheating over your spouse, because you feel under the peer pressure that this is the time to express my love to someone I'm not allowed to love. But at the end of the day, you have to express yourself. You have to get out of the closet. You have to do this and that, and then we know what happens. Islam totally opposes that. The second type of people who celebrate Valentine's Day are those who are living among us, among the Muslims, in Muslim countries. And I feel sorry for them as well, because some of them are ignorant. Simply, they give their wives, legitimate love that is, they give their wives or their spouses a gift on that day, commemorating that they have love among themselves, and this is totally prohibited. Muslim loves his spouse or her spouse 24/7, the whole year, not to express it in one day per year and pretend that to love one another. The other type of people who celebrate this are those who are indulged in haram relationships. So boyfriend, girlfriend, colleague at school, and no matter how many times scholars tell them that this is haram, this is against Islam, blah, 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 they would not listen because they have this rebellious feeling. They inside do not love Islam. They want to rebel. They feel this resentment. They have this inferiority complex in them, feeling that whatever Islam tells them to do makes them second class. So they want to excel, so they think. So they want to be someone else. And the only way to do this is to celebrate Christmas, New Year's, Halloween. Imagine in Saudi Arabia, in the Arabian countries, some of them celebrate Halloween. You find boys and girls walking down the street with a dog. What is this? Is this part of a culture? Is this part of a religion? They could care less because they want to stand out in a crowd. And whoever does this ends up in hell. As the Prophet tells us, not to wear libas al-shuhra, not to look to be famous or identified by a certain way of style that you are following. So Valentine is totally prohibited, and it's not part of Islam, and it's a major sin to celebrate it, and Allah Azza wa Jalla knows best.